Congratulations to the Steelers. They did a good job today. Our guys continue to battle. Wasn't good enough, and really all we're going to do is continue to fight and figure out what we can do to get better. And that's everybody to a man. That's exactly what we'll do, and that's all we know how to do. And I can't wait to get back to work. Well, I think, anytime that you're 1 for 13 on third downs, you're never going to give yourself a chance to stay on the field. We had some self-inflicted wounds, some penalties. I think it was a collaboration of everybody can be better, and you got to go back and look at the tape, but that's something that we're going to do, and we have to be better for our team. No, not at all. And really, I don't necessarily think it was that guys weren't ready. I think there were some things that happened. You give them credit for forcing some of those things that we didn't do in terms of keeping our poise, but that's a good, tough defense. But we make no excuses for why we didn't play better, and we're going to go back to work and try to figure this thing out.
Sean, is there anything you can do to cobble it together an offensive line at this point in the season?
Yeah, we had some tough injuries today, Sam. It's one of those things that we're going to go look back, see how these guys are. Brian Allen and Rob Havenstein both left with the knee. Some younger guys, Austin Corbett just getting here a couple weeks ago, and Coleman Shelton and those guys just kind of having to step in. That's a big challenge. Austin Blythe having to move to the center position. So a lot of moving parts. No matter how you cut it, we got to find a way to get it done. And there's no excuses on our end. We just got to find solutions and just go back to work. Yep. Yeah, we just got to go back and look at it. There were some different things. He's a guy that's going to get some attention, might open it up for some other guys, but we weren't really productive as a whole offensively, which is obvious. And some of those things are where I've got to do a better job for all of us, and we've all got to collectively, figure out how to be better. And part of that is getting Cooper more involved. Yeah. Yeah, that was just kind of the rotation. Sometimes it's where we're getting on, because I'm on both sides of the headset, and there's a lot of trust for our coaches to have some content, to really be able to say, all right, who's in, and then I'll kind of click back on, and then we know what we're going with. But I thought Todd really had some tough, hard-earned runs. We got some drives going, but then at the end of the day, we ended up being in some 2-minute situations at the end of the game, and it was kind of hard to get back into any sort of flow running the football. That was what the hope was from us. They get a chance to go back and look at it, and those are their calls to be able to make, and I'll go back and look at it. But just, when you see it in live action, that was obviously the hope. That's what it seemed like. But again, we don't question any of their calls. They get a chance to look at it, slow it down, and I didn't see it close enough to really be able to say. Oh, yeah, it does. And then you just got to be mindful of some of the plays in terms of the timing, the rhythm, how long you have for those things to be able to develop. So it absolutely does.
Was this the first game the guards had switched sides?
It was, yeah. That was just something that we had thought over the bye, kind of looking into it, playing Austin on the left and being able to put David on the right. David had played on the right side in the majority of his college career, even at the tackle position. But that was just something that we felt like was going to be a helpful move, and didn't really get much of a chance to see it play out just based on some of the injuries. Yeah. I think it was everybody. I really think it was just our offense as a whole. I mean, there were so many stoppages. However you want to cut it, we didn't allow ourselves to get into a rhythm. There was really no flow. We didn't convert any of the third downs. So myself, everybody really, and nobody was good enough today, and that's where we'll look back and figure out how to be better, Gary.
Couple more, guys.
Yeah, you know what? We're not really thinking about that, Lindsey. And whether we had won today or whether we didn't get the result that we wanted, it's about going back to work and figuring out how to be better. And there's still a lot of football to be played, but really we just got to figure out, all right, how do we play more efficient, specifically offensively, to sustain drives, to convert on third downs, and then to give ourselves a chance to finish drives in the red zone. And we didn't really do a lot of that today. Yeah, it was. There was a little bit of a mix-up there. They said because it was a turnover, those go to the reviews. So they gave me the challenge back, but they still used the timeout. And really, that responsibility falls with me. But there was just a little bit of a mix-up there.
Hey, Sean, do you have any kind of concern for Jared's confidence? Kind of some of the uneven performances this season.
You know, I don't. I think he's a confident guy. I think Jared, he knows that. I think Jared knows, Jared, that he is going to end up finding a way to fight through this, and we're all in this thing together. You know, there's been a lot of things that have gone good. There's been some recent adversity, and, you know, anybody that's had any success finds a way to fight through it. Just keep scratching and clawing, keep doing whatever you can to look inwardly and not allow those things, as long as we're solution-oriented, to affect our ability to move forward. We just had Blake coming in. You know, that was a play that we had designed for Blake, and it wasn't anything where Jared, you know, he was good. He was okay. That was a play that, you know, we were going to get Blake involved in, and that was part of the game plan. They were great. They got a safety. They got a touchdown. I mean, what else can you say about the defense today? And that's what's tough, but that's why we're going to stay connected as a team, because I think there are some positive takeaways, and that's where we just figure it out, and ultimately it's about the Rams putting all three phases together. But I was really proud of the way that our defense battled today. All right, thank you.